We now want to show you one of the faces of the tragedy that's unfolding in Sudan and talk about the price many families are paying after losing their loved ones. Nagwa Khalid Hamad, a doctor, was killed in a mortar strike on her home in Khartoum earlier this month. Her son, Khalid Osman, who's also in that picture you're looking at there, along with his father, joins us now from Muscat in Oman. Thank you so much for talking with us at this difficult and tragic time, and our deepest condolences to you and your family for the loss of your mother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So talk to us about what happened to your mother, who was also a doctor, as we mentioned, like your father. What were the circumstances surrounding her death?
My mom was just sitting at her living room in our house in Khartoum North in Kobar. They started hearing the gunshots and the loud explosions in the background. And it kind of got used to like this gunshots by now, but everything was multiplied twice. Everything was louder, everything was closer. And I remember the last thing my mom was sending us through WhatsApp group chat is she was recording the loud explosions and the gunfire, so we can hear it. And it was so loud. I felt like I'm living there. I felt like I'm there. I felt like I'm with them. 1 minute my mom was recording those gunfires, and then less than half an hour later she wasn't. So what happened was a mortar hit right outside of our house, or right on the fence, and one of the shrapnels got in through the windows, shattered the windows, and got to my mom. My mom and my brother were in the living room together. They ran away to my dad's room, and she ran away. She got up, she ran away, and then she realized later, she was like, I have something on my neck. I think I have blood on my neck. And she had so few blood on her neck, and she didn't even realize anything. And then suddenly she collapsed. My dad tried to perform CPR on her, but it was just too late. Less than 2 minutes, she was dead already.
I am so sorry for your loss, and I know you have talked previously about what a kind doctor she was. You've spoken about sometimes many of her patients couldn't even afford her services as a doctor, and they gave her food and various other items to pay for her service to them as a doctor. Talk to us about what happens now to your brother, your sister, and of course your father. Will they remain in Sudan, or do they plan to get out and join you there in Oman?
For the past week, I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to rest. I'm not able to breathe properly. I feel like something is pressuring through my heart, because I can't grieve properly on my mom, and I cannot feel safe for my dad and my brother and my sister. They were stuck at their house for over 50 hours, just withdrawing or trying to withstand those gunfires and those explosions, because it was not safe to get out. Luckily, they were lucky enough to find enough time to bury my mom and come back. But they were stuck in the house for more than 50 hours. Then my dad took my brother and my sister to, I think, the northern side of Khartoum, where it's a little bit safer, and he stayed with some relatives over there. But
I know it's particularly difficult for you because you're watching from afar, which makes it all the more hard to know what's going on with your family. I'd be interested to get your reaction to this conflict and this very shaky ceasefire that appears to be holding in some parts of the country at least. But what do you say to the two military leaders who are battling out for control of the country?
I just want to say I'm not a political person at all. I don't belong to any political party. I don't care for any political party. But what I care is for the innocent people that's dying from this conflict. I don't belong to any of them. I just want them to stop, because I feel like the only people that are suffering from this is the innocent civilians in the middle that are caught up in the crossfire, and sometimes not even caught up in the crossfire. Sometimes they're targeted, like some doctors, some innocent families that they're trying to escape. They got shot in the middle of the crossfire. They got shot right in their cars, trying to escape. I was lucky enough to have my dad and my brother and my sister escape this morning to the northern side of the country. But that was a very scary journey for them, and I just felt like I can barely breathe again, you know.
Yeah, I sense that you speak for most people there in Sudan, and again, I'm so sorry. Our deepest sympathies to you and your family for the loss of your mother. Khalid Osman, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.